Hello and welcomes everyone, AnthWolf here doing another update video for my channel. If you're unfamiliar with any of my update videos or what I normally call my Let's Talk videos, I basically just want to sit down for a few minutes and ramble on about what's been happening and basically what's going to be happening in the future. I normally do these at the beginning of each month, basically because a month's a good time to let you know what's occurred and obviously find out what is being released in the near future. But due to events obviously over the past couple of weeks, I've been putting these updates out more and more often, which may be a good thing, may be a bad thing, maybe you'll let me know. But I like basically I like informing you of what's occurring basically, so here I am once again. The video in the background is from Poker Night 2. From Telltale Games. I've used it once before. I think when I first ever got 50 subscribers I used this game, and I occasionally enjoy poker. I've never really played it for real money, but it's a good way to unwind. It's a nice short game to enjoy on occasion. I say it's quite cheap on Steam as well, so if you have any interest in poker then feel free to check it out. Normally the humour is quite spot on as well. But no, without further ado, let's get into what I've been thinking the past few days. Obviously, in my previous announcement, I was talking about the most recent release of Star Wars The Old Republic, the expansion Knights of the Fallen Empire. Now, I won't harp on about that because I've mentioned it too many times, and it might just be stale for some people. But basically, I've just finished the current release chapters for that expansion. It's currently released up to the very end of chapter 9, and then I believe chapter 10 onwards is being released monthly from January 2016. So basically we might have a good month and a half, 2 months of sitting waiting for Valakar the Bounty Hunter to continue his actual episodic storyline. All in all, I have positives and negative thoughts of this expansion 4.0 of the online game. I've enjoyed the story elements. Obviously there is things that have detracted from it, but I'll go into that probably when I start releasing the expansion videos, because I would say briefly, but it's about a 40-minute video, go into some of the changes before we actually get into the story elements of the game. So hopefully you enjoy that. Obviously we'll talk more about that in the future. I say with the end of chapter 9 complete, there's not much I can do with Valakar. He's basically sitting there. There is daily missions and weekly missions I could keep myself busy with, and probably worthwhile doing, but otherwise I'm just basically going to be waiting for more class storyline to give you all. Obviously as well, on another matter, Civilization 5. I actually have 2 full and completed campaigns up on YouTube waiting for a final edit, and then I can start releasing them. I was tempted to release one over this weekend, but depending on how active I am tomorrow, I may not have finished the editing and polishing of those videos, so that series might not be available. But I'll probably release them over the coming weekends when they're prepared, basically, I should say. But no, that's really what I've been up to, recording Civilization 5 and Star Wars The Old Republic. Obviously that was released for subscribers on Tuesday, I think it was. And obviously today is the 22nd of October, it's the Thursday, and it's almost 1 PM here. I know that's useless information, but as I say, I'm the kind of person who likes to inform people. I kind of like to give full disclosure, and I ramble a lot, if you haven't noticed. What's coming out in the future? I will be releasing another Star Wars The Old Republic Playable Class campaign. I've mentioned it briefly just by typing things on YouTube, like giving you small YouTube messages on my channel. I haven't had many responses from them, but that's fine. As I say, I just wanted to see if I can get any response and see what people were thinking. I've decided I'm going to try and play another class as part of the Sith Empire. I've decided to play an Imperial Agent, which I have played up to the end of Chapter 1 of their storyline, basically, and I really enjoyed it, actually. I liked how it goes. And obviously I'm unfamiliar with Chapter 2 or 3. The reason I've decided to do it is because of some of the choices I've made, both in the Rise of the Hutt Cartel expansion, in the Shadow of Revan expansion, and there's some choices you can make in this newest expansion. And I'm kind of interested in saying, well, Valakar did this, and this is his personality. But if I play an Imperial Agent who may obviously react differently to certain situations, what'll happen if they choose something different? It'll probably be another long like Let's Play, a long campaign I'll record, and I'll probably start releasing that after I finished releasing my Smuggler series, which is obviously Malcolm. I need to finish editing his videos. I haven't even finished releasing Chapter 1 of his storyline yet, but it gives me plenty of time to play with my Imperial Agent, get it how I want it, and yeah, I'll start recording that in the near future. In addition, obviously in the previous update video, I was talking about Fallout 4, which is getting released obviously middle of next month in November. I briefly talked about actually role-playing it as myself, and the more I think about it, the more I'm tempted to do that. I'm looking forward to the release. Obviously, no one can really review it yet. I haven't seen any reviews because it hasn't been released yet, and people who will get pre-release copies probably have an NDA up until maybe a few days before release, if that's how Bethesda are actually doing it. But I'm going to be keeping my eye on that game. Hopefully the reviews come back positive. And obviously, sometime in November, obviously the time is right, I will start recording that series and start making it available on my channel. So, if you're a fan of the Fallout series, then I hope you might enjoy this, obviously. We'll see how it goes. In addition, obviously I also mentioned the Deus Ex Revision mod, which is a community mod that obviously fans made to improve some of the graphical effects of the game. I have been tempted to go back and do another series of that game. Obviously, there's only a few ways you can play that game. It's not as if it's like divergent paths or the choices really make a great difference. You always end up in the same place. But I may try something with different skills. I tend to like to take a stealthy, non-lethal approach. I kind of think I threw that under the bus in my previous series, when you start getting the dragon tooth sword and things like that. But I was thinking of maybe trying something a little bit different, obviously, and then having 2 series of Deus Ex available on my channel. I don't know, I'm tempted, since we have this mod newly available, and I think most of the bugs have been worked out of it so far, or the game-breaking ones have been at least. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. I again want to thank all my new subscribers. I think from the last update, which was only, find my words, which was only a few days ago, I've gained like another 5 subscribers. I think it's a slow, steady process now. And I want to thank anyone who may be offering my channel through word of mouth, because that's how I just like my channel to grow. I like people who enjoy my content recommending me, or people who just come and find me randomly and like what I'm doing, basically. As I say, I don't expect to become big. I'm not one of those people. I don't ever plan to monetize this channel. It's kind of why I try to avoid content ID matches and stuff like that when I can, because I don't want adverts to appear. I just want people to come here for the gameplay and obviously my experiences playing said game. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. I'll leave you with the rest of this Poker Night match, this tournament. I won't spoil it for you how it goes. But yeah, no, I'll end this here. I hope you've all enjoyed this brief talk. As I feel free to comment below if you so desire. And obviously I'll see you obviously with the updated releases in the future. I will probably do another Let's Talk video as we go into November. I may do one probably just before or just after Fallout 4 has been released, so I can hopefully look at the reviews of the game, see what's said, and obviously I will let you know my opinion on whether or not that LP is definitely going to go ahead. So there probably won't be a Let's Talk like the 1st or 2nd of November. There may be an update, but obviously my Let's Talk video right now, I'm expecting to be about the 11th or 12th, depending on work commitments and obviously what reviewers have released at that point in time. But yeah, as I say, comment below if you so wish, and I will see you in the future. Until then, bye bye now.
Oh, sorry. Inside joke. You had to be there. Check.
I'll check.
Yeah, I'll bet. Why do we have dreams about flying?
Sybil says that flying dreams are all about feelings of freedom, or something like that.
I'm not talking about that head shrinker stuff. Why is flying something we even think we can do in our dreams? It's not like we can do it in real life. All in, baby.
Ah, fuzz nuggets. Nope.
Bold.
Ash grabs the pot.
Poker ain't a game for cowards.
Well, anyhow, big deal. In some of my dreams, I'm kicking the sun in the crotch. Dreams are weird like that, you know.
Sure. But you've had experience with kicking things in the crotch. Your body knows what that feels like. But none of us has ever flown. We don't know what that feels like because it's impossible. But we all have flying dreams, right?
What are you getting at?
What if, millions of years ago, humans used to fly?
You're dangerously close to blowing my mind, Ash.
Think about it. Flying dreams. Superman, Peter Pan. What if it's all an attempt by our brains to remind us how to fly?
That's, crazy talk, Williams.
Ash has a pair of kings. Sam has 2 pair. Sam wins.
You didn't stand a chance once I decided to win.
So anyway, is it? Or is it the sanest thing you've ever heard? I call.
Call. Checo.
Not exactly projecting a lot of strength there, kid. Check.
What would Chuck Finley do? You know, in all the excitement, I've kind of lost track of this hand, so I'm just gonna go all in.
Great day in the morning. Just remember, it's only a game. Raise.
Big mistake.
hell.
Great day in the morning.
I'm all fucking in.
Ah, fuzz nuggets.
Ha! Booyah!
Brock has 3 of a kind. The player has 2 pair. Mr. Williams has 2 pair. Sam has 2 pair. On the first side pot, Brock wins. On the second side pot, Sam wins the hand. And on the main pot, Brock wins the hand.
Cool.
The player has been eliminated due to lack of funds and intelligence.
Oh, and here I was just starting to contain my nausea at your hideous visage.